Right now from Aspen, Colorado at the Aspen Security Conference is NBC's Ken Delaney. And Ken, are we to believe that what Kislyak said, I guess, to the Kremlin in these intercepted communications was actually what was discussed between him and Jeff Sessions?
That's the big question, Jacob. And if it's true, it's a big problem for Jeff Sessions. The problem is, how do you prove or find out whether it's true or not? I mean, current and former intelligence officials have told me that it's not unprecedented for the Russian ambassador or other ambassadors to report falsely back home, either for disinformation reasons or just because he was exaggerating the nature of the meeting. You know, at the same time, this poses a huge challenge to Jeff Sessions, who's adamantly denied that he had these kind of substantive conversations with the Russian ambassador. Don't forget, he already had to correct his testimony under oath about his contacts with the ambassador. He first said he had no contacts with Russians during the campaign, then had to admit that he had at least two. And now the question is, what were those conversations? He says they were not substantive. Kislyak apparently told his bosses in Moscow something different.
Yeah, Ken, what else are you? I'm just curious. You're there at the Aspen Security Conference. Some of the biggest names in intelligence are there with you, including DNI, Dan Coats. What are you hearing from security officials there as more information is uncovered in this Russia investigation?
Well, in terms of the Russia investigation, they all view this as a very serious matter that is a threat to the Trump presidency. The currently serving top officials have all appeared in public at this forum. They've all been asked, do they endorse the intelligence assessment that Russia hacked and meddled in the election? They all gave it a full-throated endorsement, which is different from what the president has done. Donald Trump, he seemed to raise some questions about it. Now, privately, current and former officials in the hallways here are just deeply, deeply concerned about not only the Trump administration's relationship with Russia, but where they are taking U.S. foreign policy. And you see now that the Congress, the Republicans in Congress, have come together and agreed on a bill that would sanction Russia and that would tie the hands of the Trump administration, something they don't want to do. And now Trump is faced with the question of whether to veto it or whether to go along with sanctions against Russia. Jacob. All
right, NBC's Ken Delaney in Colorado. Always appreciate these weekend conversations we have. Good to see you. I want to bring in our panel, Aaron McPike, Chief